Hey everyone, it's Cassidy here. I kind of have a head cold, but what I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about the little Korok. I know some people will say Korok or whatever they say, but it's from Breath of the Wild, the newer Zelda game that came out for the Nintendo Switch. I decided to make one of these little guys because they're so cute, and on my Nintendo Switch, every time I see them, I will screenshot the pictures and I'll add a couple of those in there so you can see them because they're so cute. But what I want to do today is I want to walk you through the video of me sculpting a Korok. So as we start the video, you can kind of see me kneading the clay. It's really hard clay. It's actually skin colored, and it's for people who are sculpting like babies or baby dolls, so it's kind of creepy. But I kneaded it up, I separated it into 3 piles, and you can see me kind of pushing it down onto the table. That's the easiest way for me to get it to soften up. But once I got it into the balls, I started working on flattening them out so I could eventually put them over my little Korok sculpture structure. So you can see the little flattened out parts right here, and you can also see the aluminum foil I use. So the aluminum foil is just a base that you use, so you don't have to use so much clay, and it ends up a lot nicer. I used to not know about that, but now I do. Now you can see me putting the clay over the little Korok outline, and what I did is I just cut it into strips and kind of placed it on as I saw fit, and it worked out well for me. The final project was great. I was nervous about it because I've never done it before, but it worked, and I'm happy it did. As I was covering the little Korok in the clay, I noticed a few problems, just minor ones. Like the foil was bending with it. It wasn't very sturdy. I know a lot of people will use like chicken wire, any type of wire under the foil to kind of sketch out the body, and it'll kind of support it up there. Here you can see me cutting it into the strips, like I said, and then right here I'm trying to create a base for the arm. That was the hardest part because I plan on having the arm holding up something. I had it holding up his little windmill, you know how they float up in the air. And so I needed them to be sturdy, and it ended up just looking like little nubs. I eventually got them the way I wanted, but not as soon as I wanted it. So here you can kind of see they just look like nubs. It all kind of looks like nubs, but that's the beauty of art. So I'm almost done. As you can see here, I'm kind of using my tools that I have set out to smooth it out, get it ready. Now you can see that I have him mostly covered. What I'm doing right now is I'm going back in with a second layer. I started the second layer before I started recording, so you can't see me putting on his bottom half second layer. But you can see me just kind of layering in the clay. I wanted it to be thick. I didn't want it to be bumpy. I didn't want you to see the foil. I wanted it to look like a complete piece. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm kind of just folding it over, trying to get the little ear nubbins. I'm not sure if they're ears because they're little Koroks, but I wanted them to look kind of like it. I didn't add in any holes to make them look like branches because I like them when they're thicker, when they're more full. So that's what I was going for right here. And I think it worked out well. I had to cut up little triangles and put it on the ears and then smooth it out with my finger, because if you don't smooth it out, it will bake like that, and then you will just have the crease in your sculpture. So here you can see me, I'm trying to make his little face leaf. So if you know Koroks, you know that they have this cute little leaf covering their face, and I went with the heart-shaped one. There are a lot of different types. There's red ones, there's green ones, there's so many different types of leaves that you can have on a Korok. But I went with the heart one. It's green, so his body's going to be a little gray. And here you can see me just using my tool. I'm trying to get it to the right heart shape. I had a little bit of trouble with it because I was using a reference image from my game, and it was just not looking exactly the way I wanted it. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna make it smaller. So I made it smaller, and you didn't see that. I also made it a pedestal for him, and during this I decided that I wanted him to be tilted. I wanted him to be holding up the little windmill. So originally he wasn't supposed to be holding it, but I decided he would in this one. So here you can see the Korok before I put it in the oven. You can see the 3 parts. He has his little leaf head, he has his little windmill, and he is on his pedestal. I was worried that he might fall over in the oven, so I kind of shoved him down in the pedestal, and his foot got a little smushed, but I think it looks okay still. So now we're going to go into the video of me just showing you what it looks like before it came out of the oven. So I'm picking it up, I'm holding it, it's hard now, it is fully cooked, and now all I have to do is paint it. I was happy with it, but there were some burnt parts. As you can see, I just held it up to the camera. I guess I'm not supposed to put it on the foil, and my oven sucks, so it got a little hot, but, you know, that's just how it goes. But I was really happy with it, you know, because I can always paint over the burnt parts, and I was really excited to paint over it.